Welcome back to Talk of the Town and my discussion with Chris Jacobs. Chris, you recently talked about moving police headquarters to the Broadway Market area. How would that help?
This has nothing to do with my county clerk role, but it just is a concerned citizen and a person who grew up and lives in Buffalo. And prior to being clerk, I was in real estate development. So I've kind of always, and actually the clerk's office does a lot in real estate because we're at a real estate closing occurs. As I observe what's going on in downtown, very excited, a lot of activity. You see the canal side and the new Pagula development. The medical campus and the new children's hospital that's going to be going up, the new medical school that's going up. I mean, a lot of activity, a lot of people moving back downtown, conversions of older buildings into loft apartments. I mean, we really finally have a boom in downtown Buffalo. My premise of the idea is, the concept is that although we see all this great, robust activity going on in downtown Buffalo, if you go east, east of Jefferson Avenue, you really don't see much of that spilled over into benefiting that community or other lower income communities in the area. So the idea is to say, is there a way we can maybe leverage what is going on in downtown to help another area? And the idea I had was, if you look on, let's say, Delaware Avenue, which is an area called Mansion Row, where a lot of the big nonprofit organizations like United Way and Red Cross are located, they're in old mansions, and 30 years ago, maybe that was really the best and highest use of those mansions. But now, because of the hot real estate and being in demand, maybe there's an opportunity to sell those properties, put them back on the tax roll, because right now they don't pay taxes, and collectively create an area for all those nonprofit administrative offices to co-locate and create the equivalent of like a medical campus, but for public service, nonprofit and some governmental organizations. So the other governmental entity I suggested was police headquarters, which is in downtown Buffalo, which actually doesn't need to be there anymore because the jail used to be in that building. It's not there anymore, so there's no need for it to be right downtown. And wouldn't it be great to put it somewhere where it could maybe be a real deterrent for a crime? So the premise of the idea was to look at these nonprofits all collectively move together, and if these mansions on Main Street by the medical campus and on Delaware Avenue all sold that property, it would put $20 million worth of value of property that's off the tax rolls back on, generating taxes for Erie County and the city of Buffalo, and then co-locating all these nonprofits and governments over in an area of need. It would be 600-700 workers a day somewhere, which really started some activity going. The area I suggested was the Broadway Market, because there's great infrastructure there. There's a publicly owned building that has a lot of space in the upper levels. And you know, we were there this week, and I was there on Saturday, Easter, and it's so active and vibrant and alive. Unfortunately, if you go there next week, it may not be. We need to create a catalytic role of day-to-day economic activity so that place can be as vibrant Easter and Dingus Day as it is year-round. So that's the idea, and it's put out for discussion purposes, not a hard and fast proposal. It's more to get ideas going, and I'm really thrilled by the ideas that people have sent to me, other ideas, and maybe said a couple of my ideas weren't great, but here's another one. But we need to think about ways to try to help those areas that really have had such a depopulation over the last several decades to try to reverse that trend.
Well, and speaking of the Broadway Market, there was a little celebration there recently. We were at the Dingus Day celebration, and we have this footage to take a look at, and we'll see you next time on Talk of the Town. Thanks very much for watching.